Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy CBS, and today I got a brand new video for you guys today. So it is finally here, guys. I just finished my Darkwing Blast sneak peek, and I wanted to give you guys my deck profile. Now, first thoughts on the deck: it is extremely fun. It is absolutely amazing how well Blackwings are now as a deck, especially with how it just feels great how like an older deck is now able to actually compete with current meta. Well, I wouldn't say with current meta. I think the meta is actually about to change post Darkwing Blast. I think Darkwing Blast definitely made Blackwings a tier 2 deck, which I really wish Blackwings could push for tier 1 or even like heavy rogue potential. I do see Blackwings as a rogue deck, but with a lot of the new support and the other cards that are going to be coming out in Darkwing Blast and in Magnificent Mavens, along with Tier and Sprite that was in a last set with Power of Elements. It's a very insane and power crept format at the moment that is coming upon us, which honestly, unfortunately, hurts a lot of decks, especially being Blackwings being one of them. But first off, I just want to go ahead and show you guys the field center and the playmat that came with the sneak peek. This is probably my favorite playmat in field center. I just love the red and just the detail on that. And then let me go ahead and show you guys the playmat itself. I have it a little bit zoomed in for you guys so you guys can see the cards better, but I absolutely love this playmat. This is hands down my favorite sneak peek playmat of all time so far that I own. Like, I just love like all the little black feathers, the lightning, the purple and black dark background, the Blackwing assault dragon with like the claws. It looks absolutely amazing. It looks very sick. So let's go ahead and get right into the deck profile, guys. And then I'll go ahead and explain my thoughts and stuff on that. So mandatory. So we got 3 Simoon the Poison Wind. This guy is your best opener in the deck. This with any other Blackwing card in hand is full combo. Activate Simoon, summon a Black Whirlwind from deck, normal summon Simoon with his effect, search Sudri, and then you just go off from there. So 3 Simoons, very mandatory. And then we have 3 Sudri. Sudri, the Phantom Glimmer, is absolutely insane, guys. This guy is Stratos and Moyi combined. First of all, it's a bird with a gun, with dual guns. Okay. Not only that, this guy on normal summon searches any Blackwing that mentions Blackwing Dragon from the deck, and you could pop a card on your field. And you could pop something like Steam the Cloak, pop and add a token and link climb. You could pop a card, summon a link to a level 2 tuner token, and then you could have a free Synchro 6 Synchro summon. Absolutely insane. And then we are also running 3 Shamal the Sandstorm. This guy is really insane. A lot of the new cards in the set are all 3 of them in the set, but Shamal is really good. This guy adds a Blackwing card from your graveyard to your hand and allows you to summon the new spell card from your deck. And then we got 3 Vadas. The Emblem of Wandering. Avada is absolutely insane. It's kind of like if Vayu grew up. They have a very similar design, but Vada lets you summon Blackwing Dragon, not this Blackwing Dragon, but the original Blackwing Dragon, so that way you could kick off your combos, because most of these cards all does damage to you. So basically the goal is you summon Vada, and then use Vada to summon Blackwing Dragon off of just Vada, and then you combo off, and all of your combos Blackwing Dragon absorbs all the damage that you would have taken, allowing for you to stay at 8k. Really nice. And then we're going 2 Zephyros. You could run 1, but I feel like if you brick the 1, it's still playable, because Zephyros is 1600. attack. So when you normal summon Zephyros with Black Whirlwind, you still can search a lot of the deck and continue off with your combo. But breaking the one of Zephyros, you really want to try to push for getting Zephyros on your graveyard. So that way you could send your Black Whirlwind or your Black Feather Whirlwind back into your hand. So that way you could extend your combos even further to create an even more insane board. One, Chris the Crack of Dawn, just a good vanilla 1900 attack. Just a card to summon to search with Black Whirlwind, or a card, a free 4-star body to special summon. One, Steam the Cloak. I'm still testing things out with Steam the Cloak, but Steam the Cloak was insane. Like, this deck can easily link climb with Steam the Cloak. Like, Steam the Cloak just allows for the deck to go into like access code like insanely. Like, it's super easy. There was so many times I could have just went into access code during a lot of my games just to go for game. One Gale the Whirlwind, one Harmon, and then we have one Chinook. Chinook's also one of the other new cards in the set. Chinook is basically a effect veiler. Basically, if you have a Blackwing Synchro monster or a Blackwing Dragon, you can send this from hand and veiler your opponent, and what's it called? I believe it's also called send this card, then target one face of monster, and then send one. After you send it to grave, you also send one extra deck monster to your graveyard. This comes in way later, but I'll explain once we go into the extra deck. Then we have one Vayu. Vayu is just a free synchro from grave to get an extra body. One Orochi. And then for hand traps, we were running 3 Ghost Ogres just because I think Ghost Ogres are absolutely insane this format. And then I have 2 Ashes. I was actually running the Bestial cards. I was running one Magna Hut and one Druid's Worm because I pulled them, but I gave them to my brother after the sneak peek. I was playtesting with them, but the Bestial cards are absolutely insane, guys. You guys got to worry about that. And every single one of you guys got to pick up a playset of your copies of the Bestial cards because they are going to be absolutely insane. They hurt tier. They hurt any deck that uses light and dark monsters, and Blackwings is all dark monsters, so it absolutely hurts us, but it is also very good to use as an extender to add cards and get bodies on board to synchro and further up your combos. But yeah, these were the Bestial cards. I would probably just add more, but I just have Ash as like a good staple hand trap. And then we got 3 Prosperities just for maximum consistencies. I really wanted Prosperities for this build just because I feel like if you brick in this deck, it is absolutely painful. But a lot of times I'm either not breaking or I draw Prosperity, I activate Prosperity, and then I draw Simoon or Sudri, and yeah, it's just full combo from there. And then best spell card in the deck, Black Whirlwind. This card is absolutely insane. You could just add like 2 to 3 cards with just this one card. And then we got 2 of the brand new Black Feather Whirlwind. This card is actually insane. Every time you synchro summon, once per turn, it's a soft once per turn. Once per turn, whenever you summon a synchro monster, this can revive any Blackwing card that was in your graveyard. And also during your opponent's turn, if they attack a Blackwing dragon or a synchro monster, you could detach one black feather counter to avoid your monster from being destroyed. So really good, protects your synchro monsters. One card by staple. We're running 2 of the Twin Shadows. I was actually running 1 at first, but I realized how really important Twin Shadow is. Twin Shadow is really insane because if you have 2 or more Blackwings on the field, you could activate it from hand, and basically you shuffle back any banish or graveyard Blackwing cards from your grave and banish back into your deck to synchro summon. So it's a synchro. It's a synchro on your opponent's turn or during your turn next in your combos. And then we are also running 3 infinite imperms on the main deck. Now let's go ahead and get into the side deck. We're running 2 Blackwinged Assault Dragon. This card is absolutely insane, guys. This card, like, is Masquerade Dragon on LSD. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, the 3200 attack is already strong, but this card, after every single monster effect your opponent does resolves, burn them for 700. That's 100 more than Masquerade, and it is possible to summon both of these. So for each monster effect, if you have both of these on field, for each monster effect your opponent activates, they're getting burned for 1400 per monster effect. That kills, guys. Plus, after each monster effect, he adds a counter. Once it has 4 counters, quick effect, it destroys the entire board. It destroys the entire field. Your opponent's, yours and your opponent's monster, spell, and traps all destroyed. Absolutely insane. Really deserving. It's a really nice new version of Blackwing Dragon. It feels really nice to have a competitive version of Blackwing Dragon. 1 full armor master. This card is honestly the heart and soul of the deck. This card is so insane because a lot of times you want to end off with Blackwing Assault Dragon and a full armor master, and then when you activate Blackwing Assault Dragon, you Regeki the entire field, and full armor master still on board because it's a unaffected monster. It's a 3k beat stick. Very, very nice. Very insane card. 1 hot red, really easy card to get into just to get a free Omni Negate. Super staple card. 1 Silverwind, the Ascendant. There's very rare times I ever go into him, but he is an extra option for a Synchro 8. And then we got 2 Blackwing Dragon, the original ones. It's actually insane how like I know when it comes to the 5D's lore and competitively, Blackwing Dragon has always been like seen as a bad card. But now with just the new support, it's absolutely insane because all the cards work around Blackwing Dragon, which is how the deck actually should be. So basically, you always want to go into him first, keep going off of your combos. He saves you from losing life points, and then afterwards, you're basically chilling. And the cards actually power up Blackwing Dragon's second effect too. So basically, you could always just take out all the counters and target a monster. For every counter, you could, if you're going second, once this card builds up counter, you can make it lose all the counters, and target by targeting one of your opponent's monsters, and the monster loses 700 attack for each counter removed, and they take damage for however much attack they do. So the deck is a heavy burn deck, which is really fun and refreshing. 1 Raikiri, the Rain Shower. This guy's the best assault Blackwing card. This guy is a Raigeki once per turn, and it's just a really good card. The best level 7 synchro you could have. And then we also got 2 Boris Storm, the Wicked Wind. This card is insane. This is the card you want to go into with Sudri, because basically on summon it's a foolish of any Blackwing card, and it becomes the level of whatever Blackwing card. It is also a tuner synchro monster, so you want to synchro him and your Blackwing Dragon into Blackwing Assault Dragon, and you could also banish him. And also, why Chinook is good is if when you have Chinook, you could send him or Blackwing Dragon to the grave. You could banish them and go into a Blackwing Assault Dragon. That's also another thing about a Blackwing Assault Dragon, which is insane. It can be regularly synchro summon, or it can be summoned by banishing a tuner synchro monster and a Blackwing Dragon. Which is absolutely insane. You could just go into him, into 2 of these guys like so free, and just burn your opponent the entire time. And then 1 nothing, the Starlight, or what my friend Austin calls it, New Thong. It's this card is really good for time, just because 1 on summon it inflicts, I believe, 600 damage. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Actually, it inflicts 800 damage to your opponent, and you also get an additional normal summon with them. So possibly with the deck, you could have up to 3 normal summons. You have your normal summon with Samoon, regular normal summon, and a 3rd additional normal summon with nothing. And then for links, we got 1 Wise Strix, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, and then for the last one, it would actually be an Access Code Talker, but I don't have an Access Code Talker. It was insane though, because it was like while I was playtesting during the sneak peek, I realized how easy it was. You could go into Access Code. Thankfully, one of my friends, shout out to my boy Will, he let me use his Access Code, and I was able to like playtest around it. And Access Code is super free to use. But yeah, definitely I would recommend running Access Code. Unfortunately, I don't have one. I'm just waiting for the reprint. Anyways, that's going to be it, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. This is going to be my Blackwing deck profile. Let me know how you guys like the how you guys are playing Blackwings, if you guys are sticking with the Kali Yuga effect and adding some of the new support, or if you guys are running the synchro build like this. It's a really fun deck. Personally, I've just been really burnt out of heroes. I've been playing heroes since I got into the TCG. I got into the game through Master Duel, and I wanted to play my favorite deck, which was heroes. And heroes was my favorite deck from GX, and Blackwings is my favorite deck from 5Ds. So I'm really glad that I got to play both of these decks. And Blackwings is a really fun deck. I had an amazing time with it, and I definitely would not mind playing this as my fun deck, as my casual deck. This deck, I would definitely say is tier 2. I really wish I could say it is a potential rogue deck, which I can seeing it definitely being a rogue deck, but with the current format, Bystials really hurt the deck, and Bystials are going to be used against Tier, Sprite, etc. What's it called? Super Poly's very meta right now, and Super Poly at 3, especially with TCG with having Garura, like every Blackwing card is dark and a winged beast. So Garura is just gonna shed through and just cut through your cards like a hot knife through butter. So Super Polys, Bystials, DD Crows hurt the deck. Like a lot of the current format in like tier 1 and tier 0 cards are seriously the like current side decks and like hand traps people are using, and also Nibiru. Those and also Mystic Mind, because you summon a lot with this deck. Mystic Mind, Nib, DD Crow, even Ogres, and Droll Lockbird and Super Polys are all very strong cards that hurt this deck. Which is very unfortunate, but not much you could do. It's just one of those situations where some of the best decks are really good right now, and those type of hand traps are being heavily played. And in doing so, some of the other decks, such as Blackwings, unfortunately, are also getting nerfed just because it's not currently in meta. Hopefully, it does become in meta soon. Hopefully, we get another ban list. We are still, like, the October ban list is still pretty new, but hopefully we get the new ban list very soon. That way, hopefully some of those cards that hurt Blackwings hopefully are not as powerful or as present in the current format, allowing for Blackwings to stride in this game. But yeah, I would say this deck is definitely a very control based heavy deck. And also another thing is interruptions. The deck can definitely play through several interruptions, but after like a good amount of interruptions, this deck is you're not gonna have a fun time, especially if you like just have like a very like weak opening hand, and your opponent just like Ash, Valor, or Imperm, one of your starters. You're gonna have a rough time. But other than that, guys, that's just gonna be it. I really enjoy the deck. It's a super fun deck. It's absolutely amazing. Let me know in the comments what your favorite archetype or what your favorite cards from the new set is from Darkwing Blast. If you guys went to your OTS sneak peeks, and let me know what cards you guys were looking for, and which decks you guys are excited for. I was very surprised by the amount of people on my sneak peek that were interested in building ninjas. There was like several people that played Blackwing, that picked up Blackwing stuff. I think I was like the only one that was actually playing Blackwings, and then everyone else was looking for Bistio and like all the Kashtira cards, which I think is absolutely broken. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I no side deck, just because I do think that with Darkwing Blast, side deck and also hand traps like the Bistio stuff are gonna be completely different. And after this set, so I didn't want to give you guys a side deck right now, just because the format's currently about to change. But yeah, that's just gonna be basically it. Just want to show you guys the main deck and extra deck. It's a really fun deck and build. There are some cards that you could add or that you guys could cut, but this is my version of the Blackwing build. So yeah, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. Have a good day, guys. This is Seabass signing out.